Hello everyone, welcome to NPTEL classes. Today I am here to solve chemistry class 11th NCERT problem 2.42 from unit 2nd, that is structure of atom. Let me read the problem. An element with mass number 81 contains 31.7% more neutrons as compared to protons. Assign the atomic symbol. Problem is based on concept of Rutherford's model of atom. In Rutherford's model, which is also named as nuclear model because it led to the discovery of nucleus, it is believed that protons and neutrons together reside in nucleus and are named as nucleons. Protons and neutrons in an atom reside in its nucleus and together these are called nucleons. And number of nucleons represents mass number of an atom of element, and number of protons only represent atomic number of an atom of element. These are two ideas. Number one, number of nucleons, which is the sum of number of neutrons and number of protons in the nucleus represents the mass number of an atom, and number of protons only represent atomic number of an atom. In this problem, it is given that in this problem information about number of nucleons is given, that mass number is 81, mass number of element is 81. It means number of nucleons, number of protons plus number of neutrons in the nucleus is 81. It is also given, now question does not give exact number of protons and exact number of neutrons, but question gives a relation between number of neutrons and protons in this atom. Question says that number of neutrons are 31.7% more than number of protons. Number of neutrons is equal to 31.7% of number of protons greater than the number of protons. And now we have to assign the atomic symbol. We have to write symbol for this element. Mass number is given 81. Number of neutrons, it is conveyed to us that number of neutrons are greater than number of protons, and by how much? 31.7% greater than number of protons. Now we have to write the symbol of this element. It means we have to identify element, and element is identified on basis of its atomic number. So first homework is that we will try to find atomic number of this element, and on basis of its atomic number we will identify or recognize the element, and then only we can write the atomic symbol of this element. I will start with mass number because mass number is given. Mass number is equal to number of nucleons mass number is equal to number of nucleons in the nucleus. Mass number is represented by capital A and is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. This is definition of mass number. It is sum of number of protons and number of neutrons. Number of protons. Number of protons represents atomic number, or I may write number of protons represents atomic number plus number of neutrons. Atomic number is represented by Z plus number of neutrons. From here, I will write a formula expressing number of neutrons in terms of mass number A and atomic number Z. What will be? Number of neutrons equal to number of neutrons. Number of neutrons is equal to, for any element, number of neutrons is equal to difference between its mass number and atomic number, which is represented by Z. This equation applies to any atom. For any atom, in case of any atom, number of neutrons present in it is equal to difference of its mass number A and atomic number Z. I will mark this equation as equation 1. Now question says that number of neutrons are related to number of protons in this element, and number of neutrons is equal to 31.7% of number of protons greater than number of protons. This is for this particular element. Relation between number of neutrons and protons in it is given, and question says that number of neutrons is 31.7% greater than number of protons. Here again I can find number of neutrons. Number of neutrons is equal to number of protons. Already I wrote number of protons represents atomic number, and atomic number is represented by Z. Atomic number is represented by Z plus 31.7% of number of protons. Number of protons represents atomic number, and atomic number is represented by Z. I may write number of neutrons is equal to Z number of neutrons is equal to Z plus 31.7 divided by 100 of Z, and number of neutrons will come equal to Z plus 0.317 times Z. This is equation second. This equation I will label as equation second. Equation first gives number of neutrons, equation second also gives number of neutrons. If I compare equation first and equation second, LHS side is same, so I can easily equate RHS side from first and second. I can write A minus Z is equal to Z plus 0.317 Z. Now A, I know A is mass number and it is given equal to 81. In the question, mass number of this element is given 81, minus Z is equal to Z plus 0.317 times Z. Now I will solve this equation for Z. See, this Z I can take on RHS side. Then how many Z will be there? Z plus Z will be 2Z. 2Z plus 0.317 Z will be this much. 2.317 Z is equal to 81, and Z will come equal to, I will write here Z will come equal to 81 divided by 2.317, and it will come equal to 35. So atomic number of this element is 35. I said atomic number is characteristic of an element. It is fingerprint of an element. There is, in the periodic table, there is only one element which has atomic number 35, and that is bromine. So I may write now atomic symbol. Answer I may write. Answer is bromine. Br, and its atomic number is 35 and its mass number is 81. Mass number was given in the question, but on basis of mass number I cannot predict which element is this, because mass number is not fundamental characteristic or fingerprint of an element. Two or more elements can have same mass numbers. So what I needed to do in order to write the symbol of an element, in order to identify the element, I needed to determine its atomic number, which is fundamental characteristic or fingerprint of element, because on basis of atomic number we recognize element. In the periodic table there is no other element, there is only one element which has atomic number 35, that is bromine. So first I from this information that as per Rutherford's model, number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number, and using the information given in question about number of neutrons and protons in this for this element, I was able to calculate the atomic number, and from atomic number which is equal to 35, I identified element is bromine, and symbol of element I wrote Br on lower left side, atomic number 35 on top left side at mass number 81. So this is the answer to this problem. Two ideas were important. First idea I took from Rutherford's model of atom, that number of neutrons in any atom is equal to mass number minus atomic number. Second important idea was this equation second, and this equation second I was able to write when I used the information given in question, that number of neutrons are related with number of protons by this relation. Number of neutrons are 31.7% greater than number of protons. Based on this information, this idea, and based on this idea, I was able to determine atomic number of element, which came 35, and I said there is only one element in periodic table with atomic number 35, that is bromine. Thereafter it was easy for me to write its symbol as Br, capital B, small r, and not only I wrote symbol, I also expressed two important properties of bromine, one atomic number 35, other one atomic number Z equal to 35, other mass number A equal to 81. Both are written on left side, atomic number on lower left side, mass number on top left side. And from this difference, from difference of 81 and 35, which is difference of A and Z, I can determine number of neutrons if I am asked to, and number of neutrons will be 81 minus 35, which will be equal to 46, and 46 is 31.7% greater than number of protons, that is 35. 46, which is number of neutrons in it, is 31.7 times greater than 35, which is number of protons in it. Class 11 students, this is what I had for you today. See you day after tomorrow with one new problem. Till then, take good care of yourself, as tomorrow is turn of class 12 students. Allah Hafiz.